All right, I think we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Raj Reviews. This is a weekly episode where I review my trades. So, today is Tuesday. I could not record over the weekend, so here I am recording it on Tuesday for you guys. But I did do the episode with my brother reviewing his trade over the weekend. Go watch that video, that's a cool one, where I helped my brother understand, break down his trades, and figure out what could be done better with him. Alright, so as you know, the format of the show, I do a weekly review where I will go to the custom period, let's say last week, and let's adjust this. So, first week of September till Friday 5th. Okay. Cool thing about this week was there was an NFP. Alright, here's the total breakdown of all the trades I took. I have lowered my lot size a lot more. I would usually go for 0.088 cent lot. Now I have lowered it down to 0.022 2-cent lots, because I think I will be able to manage 0.02 lots much better, I guess. And I did follow my rules this week, no more than 2 or 3 trades a day. And for the most part, I did manage my risk. I had some wins, some losses, and now we'll review them all. Alright, I did deposited 150 accidentally, but the moment I got to know, because I was supposed to deposit this to the other account and help my brother out with, but then I withdraw 150 to bring back the balance. They took some credit off the account because of the withdrawal, but that's fine. Hopefully the sound is good. Last thing I want to know is I recorded the whole episode with no sound in it. That would be funny. Alright, let's get into it. So first trade of the week was right here. I will lower this and let's fix this as well. So first trade was done on September 1st. Only one trade a day. On September 1st, I did one trade only because I think it was a profitable trade, nothing crazy. Market for the most part was consolidating here on 30-minute time frame. So let's see. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Okay. Let's see if I can drag this thing. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. So the moment market broke this zone I entered, let me make this zone as well to give you a better understanding. So as you can see, market was printing sideways candles with bigger wicks. So at one point I decided I will only enter a trade if it breaks the zone either way. If it breaks to the upside, I'll enter for longs, which I did. There was a big momentum candle. The moment it breaks the zone, I waited for it to go, what, 10-20 pips more? Yeah, 15 more pips, and then I entered and I captured how many pips on this? Let's see. 38 pips. So with this trade, it was a 2-cent lot. So what I did was, the moment I captured 38 cents or 38 pips, I closed half the trade. So I closed 1 cent and brought my, did I do that? No, wait, let's see. Okay, so at this point I closed, what do you say, 1 cent, and let the other 1 cent running, but candle started printing sideways and I closed the other half over here. And that was the only trade taken that day. One positive trade, one green trade, called a day, and I did move on to next day. I think I didn't take any trade on September 2nd as I had some family obligations to fulfill, but what a clean move. What a clean move. Nice. All right, moving forward. Let's see. What do we got here? Okay, September 3rd. September 3rd I took 3 trades in total. Okay, let's review them. I see. Okay. Okay, let's explain this trade and see if I can make sense of this. You can clearly see a zone forming. Price took rejection at this point. What? 4 times? Wick, and then makes a support here, and then goes halfway. And then when it creates resistance here, price gets rejected and forms this support here. The moment it broke the resistance, I entered for longs. The problem here was when I entered, as you can see, it clearly made a big wick. Oh wait, how come? And it stopped me out, or there was a break even. I didn't want it to risk my capital here, and that happened. So I got stopped out of my first 2 trades. Oh, this was a 0.04 lot. Yeah. So first, I wasn't confident enough with the setup, so I enter with 0.01. And then when I see oh, I see. There was a big problem with this trade. Okay. I entered. Let's check 1 minute, 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, now when I review this, I question myself. Why would I sell if it breaks above this zone? It was a clear buy, and then I still sell it for some reason. I sell it, and then when it breaks even, I got out of my first 2 trades, even though I added position to it. Sell side, wrong bias. Okay. And then I change my bias completely. I take 1 cent lot, 3559. Okay, let's spot this right here. Now, what was the idea behind this trade? Let's see that. September 9th. There we go. I think the clear idea was, and look at that, I did capture how many pips? From here all the way 173 pips. Now that's massive. 173 pips, my friend. If that was one full lot, that would be $1,700. But in our reality as of now, it was a 1 cent lot, so that gave me $17 of profit right there. The reason I could hold this that long, because I was comfortable with the lot size. Now this is the thing you guys need to know. Lot size matter a lot. You see what I did there? Lot size matters a lot. And the simple reasoning behind that is, bigger the lot size, more emotions will kick in. Smaller lot size, I could hold it that much longer. Now let's figure out why I took this trade. I think my simple reasoning would be the price created support at this level, and this is 15 minute. We'll see what it did on 30 minutes. Okay, I think, yeah, 15 minute would be ideal. What is this? September 3rd. Yes. So price created support here, and I wanted price to break this high, but I entered early. The moment I saw momentum in this candle for moving how many pips? This is 15-minute candle and it moved 60 odd pips. So I thought it's not coming back to make a lower wick. So I should enter here. I entered, and because it was a 1 cent lot, I could afford to have a stop loss right behind this candle. And that would be $6 of stop loss. Yeah, $6 of stop loss. I entered here. Price did have some pullback but kept moving in my direction, and I exited the whole position here with $17 in profit. So 3 trades, first two were break even, third trade I made 17 odd dollars, and yeah, and then I called it a day. So no more than 3 trades that day, and previous on September 1st I only took 1 trade. This whole week I didn't take too many trades, look at that. And most of them were buy side, because if you know, September 2025 gold made some record highs, I mean all-time highs as well. So when you know the market sentiment is uptrend and the asset you are trading in is making all-time highs, it would be stupid to take counter trade, which I did here. No, not this one. Where is it? Can't find it. Okay, that's fine. I had it right here. Okay, let's do this. Option T, Control T. Okay, yeah. So this two here was counter trade, but I did give my bias a second chance. It did not work in my favor. That's fine. Let's do this. Yeah. So I enter here and I exited right at the break even. So I think what happened was, on 15-minute time frame, I entered on this candle and then I added more sell position. Okay, I see what happened. So price moved up, and when this red candle started forming, it had some momentum to it, and the moment it broke previous low, so this green thing, I entered. Again, impulse entry, as you know, are more riskier than a structured entry. So I entered, and soon enough I realized that this trade is not the right kind. So I exited. But the good thing is we protected our capital. Even though the trade was wrong, we managed to secure 8 cents each trade. Okay, and then this trade, as you know, I've explained already. Let's get this line, yellow line here. This was the previous resistance on 15-minute. Price rejected this level, went down, created support here, and then I waited for the price to come close to this previous rejection, and see how it reacts. And the moment it moved 60 pips, I knew it's not coming back to form a lower wick. Ideally it should have a lower wick and then move up. You know how I said I knew? Because I only have 2 months of experience in the market. Not even 2 months, it's my second month trading. So by this time I know if the price has moved 60 pips in one candle, the probability of it coming back and making a lower wick gets lower. So the moment it made 60 pip move, I decided to enter and follow the momentum. Stop loss was right below this candle, $6 as we look at that. $6.80, so roughly $6.50. And I can say this was one of my longest hold trades. Now you see how much noise you see in this 15-minute time frame. Let me show you this. The moment you go to 1 hour time frame, look how clean it gets. See, I entered here and then the price goes all the way here. I exited at the right point. 172 pips captured on a 1 cent lot. Keep that in mind. Okay, moving on to the next. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. This will be a short video because I didn't take too many trades, and it'll be easier to explain everything. All in all, my week was 10 positive. So next day, 2 trades, both negative, and called it a day, I guess. Yeah. Let's understand what was the thought process. 1 hour time frame. What was the lot size? 2 cent lot, 4 cent lot. Okay. I think a common problem I see with myself is not having effective stop loss. Because if you look at this, I lost $5 here, right? On a 2 cent lot. 3547. Let's see this. 3547. I think somewhere here, yeah. Okay, so I started with a 2 cent lot position. I enter, and then when I see price moving in my direction, I enter another 4 cents. Where do I enter 4 more cents? Okay, let's see. I see. Okay, so this here was my first entry. Let's go to 30-minute time frame and see if it gets any better. And now, to be honest, ideally I should not be trading on this day, as you can clearly see. As you can clearly see, the market was in a zone of its own. I'm doing good thing with words today. In a zone of its own. Yeah, this wasn't the best ideal day to trade. I don't know why I traded, but whatever. And the consequences are clear. I lost 19. I don't know how to make sense of these trades now that I look back on it. Maybe I was thinking price created support here, but I enter mid-range. Okay. I think what happened here could be I saw clear range to the left hand side. You see this range? I saw this range, free highway for price to move up, and my ideal goal would be to for price to climb all the way till here. And when I saw green candles forming, I entered long. But look at how crazy it's wicking. So this right here is liquidity grab, sweep. I don't know if these two are different. Liquidity grab, sweep. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that's what happened here. Price moved up, creating a lower wick, kicking everyone's stop loss out, and then sideways. For the most part, it was sideways that day. Ideally, I should not have traded. So I took 3 trades that day. One was clearly break even. I entered and then the stop loss was 2 cents away. The other thing is, if the market was sideways, I'm just trying to understand what my thought process was that day. And to help with that, this will help. Because in this is my journal of all the trades I take. 3 trades in total. So yes, I did follow my plan. So in my journal it clearly says market was doing more liquidity grab than usual, which means these wicks were kicking people's SL out and taking their SLs pretty much. Yeah, bad trades. I have no explanation for this. These are clearly bad trades. Now look at this. I saw momentum moving up on a 15-minute probably. I enter here, which makes no freaking sense. Why would I enter buys here and then stopped out here? Bad day. Oh, September 4th, I took 4 trades, eh? Where is the -6 one? So this is -2. Oh, I see. The bias remained same throughout the day, which is a good. Before we move to the next trade or next day, I would like to say, if you like my value loaded content, feel free to subscribe. Let me know what would you like to see. And moving forward, I have plans to do whiteboard videos, explainer videos more. And do check out my other videos as well. I have one where I teach my brother how to trade. Now keep in mind, it's a peer-to-peer learning. I'm not a guru, not a mentor. I'm here just to explain what I understand. And my understanding of markets so far is very limited. But yeah, subscribe and let me know what would you like to see next, and stay tuned for more crazy videos. All right, now this is NFP. NFP, I love NFPs. This is where you gamble. And I think I did a separate video on this. I was recording that day, the day NFP happened. I will put links to both the video, the weekly review with my brother and this NFP, and you can go watch that. How NFP goes. NFPs are crazy, man. You don't know, market's gonna go up, down, whipsaw. If you don't know what whipsaws are, study whipsaws. Those are amazing. The price goes up in one direction, let's say. Look at this big candle. 300 pip candle. So let's say I'll explain whipsaw in a very simple term. Whipsaws are basically, let's say the price moved bullish 300 pips and all of a sudden price moves bearish 300 pips. That's a whipsaw. Boop. That loses a lot of money for retail traders. NFP took 3 trades. It says, okay, let's see NFP September 5th. 3 trades, 2 negative, 1 positive. I remember this day. Okay, you see the first trade? I kept telling myself, do not take a trade before NFP happens. Do not take a trade before NFP happens. And I did the same thing. I took a trade. I did the same thing I was telling myself not to do. I enter buys here. Right here. I enter for buys. Let's see 30 minutes. If 30 minutes have a different picture. Yeah. So I see this candle closing with no top wick, and then I enter here as the price moves up. Oh wait. So price did move in my direction. It's just it stopped me out. Ideally, stop loss should be in this position below this candle, which is 56 pips. What was my lot size? 56 pips. That means $12. Okay. So this is the situation of not having effective stop loss. I think I'm seeing this a lot more with myself now. Not having effective stop loss. Alright, we'll work on this, make this better moving forward. Stopped me out. Alright, and after then, I wait for the NFP to happen. Put buy stops here and sell stops below this. Somewhere here. Yes. You see where the yellow line is? That's where my sell stops were. This is where my buy stops were. Yes. So as the NFP announcement happens or the number comes out, numbers were bad. Price just moved up, up, up. And the moment price started moving, did my buy stop got slipped? I don't think so. Yeah. So my buy stops gets activated. I capture 98 pips, decent amount, and I exit right here. Like the moment it happened, price shoots up, I just stop my position out. I cancel my position. It shows $19, but as you can clearly see, price kept moving up in the same direction, kept pushing up 150 more pips roughly, and then I did do the stupid mistake to give away my gains. I guess I could have just stopped at $19 and that should have been more than enough, but no. The urge to trade is what I need to control. Yes, this is my journal. I write down everything I do, everything I feel throughout my trades goes in that notebook, goes in that journal, so that I can review back, look at it, review. When I do my weekly reviews, I can go through my journal, see what went through my mind, and I highly suggest you should do the same. Go check it out, find how it works, find a criteria that works for you and how you want to journal it. When I say how it works, is basically it means everyone is different, right? Everyone has a different thought process, everyone thinks differently, everyone reacts differently. So when you see price moving in certain way and makes highs, lows, whatever, you need to know how you reacted when you entered this trade. What was your game plan? Was it impulse entry? Was it FOMO trading, over trading, revenge trading? That are some things you need to know. So yeah, that was my whole week in a nutshell. Let's close this. Let me bring this up. Not crazy amount of trades. Did not trade on September 2nd, so only traded 1, 2, 3, 4 days a week. No more than 3 trades most of the day. On September 4th, I took 1, 2, 3, 4 trades in total. Technically, I took 3 trades because one was, as you can see. Yeah, that was my weekly review. Look at the price, it keeps pushing up. All these arrows, we'll discuss it in our next weekly reviews. So far, my week is all right, nothing great. Where is that? Reports, here it is. I can't even see my reports. Okay. Yeah. So at best time break even, just around the break even zone for the most part. As you can clearly say, gross loss 587, gross profit 544. Max drawdown. Why doesn't it shows my max drawdown profit and loss? Let's go here. This is my long short, 80 longs, 65 short positions. You see this ratio of mine? This needs to be above 50 for me to be profitable, I guess. Look at this. The only symbol I trade is commodities, XAUUSD. All of the trades that I did was in one single asset, gold. So it's very important you pick one for yourself too and stick with it. And that's everything for today's video. I know it's a short video because we did not take too many trades. I hope you learned something out of this video. I hope it adds value to your life. And moving forward, I will soon shooting my first ever whiteboard video. Check that out and hit the bell icon, hit the subscribe icon, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.